Welcome to Amazing Animals. This channel was created to help educate you on many animals that live amongst us all over our beautiful planet. Today, you'll be learning about the amazing zebras. Zebras are among the most iconic animals of the African continent, known for their striking black and white striped coats. They belong to the family Equids, which they share with horses and donkeys. Yet zebras are distinct in appearance and behavior, embodying a unique place in the ecosystem of the African savanna. This video explains the characteristics, adaptations, behavior, and ecological significance of zebras, as well as the conservation challenges they face. Zebras are heavy-bodied animals that are perfectly designed for speed. Their long and slender legs and narrow hooves help them reach speeds up to 65 kilometers per hour when running. Zebras can fall asleep standing up as they have locking joints, so they don't have to worry about falling over, and it ensures they can escape quickly if predators are about. However, they do need to lie down to enjoy a deep sleep. One of the most remarkable features of zebras is their black and white stripes. These patterns are unique to each individual zebra, much like human fingerprints, and serve various functions. You might wonder, are zebras white with black stripes or black with white stripes? The truth is, zebras are black with white stripes. A zebra's mane stands upright due to a strip of fat below it. This stiff mane may exist to deter predators or other zebras from biting them on the neck. Scientists are still not sure why zebras are striped, but a 2019 study of captive horses and zebras in Great Britain appears to support the notion that the zebra's black and white striped pattern confuses biting horseflies, which bit the zebras much less frequently than the regular horses. There are three main species of zebras: the plains zebra, also known as the common zebra, the mountain zebra, and the Grevy's zebra, also known as the imperial zebra. Each species has evolved to adapt to specific environments within Africa. The plains zebras are the most common and widespread species, found across a range of ecosystems, from savannas and grasslands to open woodlands. Plains zebras live in family groups called harems that consist of one dominant male, multiple females, and their offspring. This social structure provides protection from predators and helps young zebras develop social skills. Harem members groom each other, a behavior that strengthens social bonds and helps maintain a healthy coat. Mountain zebras live in mountainous and hilly regions of southern Africa. They have harder hooves and a more robust build to navigate rugged terrain. Mountain zebras also have a distinct fold of skin under the throat, which helps differentiate them from other zebra species. The Grevy's zebra is the rarest and largest of the species and are native to semi-dry regions of Ethiopia and northern Kenya. They have thinner stripes that are closer together, as well as large, rounded ears. Unlike plains and mountain zebras, Grevy's zebras are more solitary, with males establishing and defending territories that females enter only temporarily. This difference in social organization is largely due to the more dry and resource-scarce environments where Grevy's zebras live. Since water and food are limited, it is more advantageous for these zebras to adopt a territorial system, as opposed to the more stable harem structure. Each zebra species has specific adaptations to thrive in its habitat, and these differences have implications for their social behavior, diet, and reproductive strategies. Female zebras are not able to breed until they are at least a few years old. Then, after a gestation period between 10 months and a year, the female gives birth to a single foal that can stand within minutes of birth, which is vital to ensure that they can keep away from predators. They can begin eating grass after a week and are weaned by the time they are 11 months old. Young zebras remain with their mother until they are mature at around 3 years old. At that time, the young males leave their herd to join an all-male bachelor group, while the females stay with their mothers. These bachelor groups begin to challenge the dominant stallions to try and take over the harem during the mating season, and do so by rearing up on their back legs whilst kicking and biting one another. On average, zebras live for approximately 20 years in the wild and up to 40 years in captivity. One of the most intriguing things about zebras is that because they are so closely related to horses and donkeys, zebras have actually been able to breed with them. The mating of a zebra and donkey produces a hybrid foal known as a zonkey, while a zebra mating with a horse produces a zorse. Although it is not thought that the two species would naturally be able to mate in the wild due to geographical differences, a number of both zonkey and zorse individuals now exist around the world. Zebras communicate with each other using a range of vocalizations, body postures, and facial expressions. Their vocalizations include whinnies, barks, and snorts, each of which serves a distinct purpose, from signaling danger to indicating social hierarchy. Zebras also use ear and tail movements to convey moods and intentions. For example, pinned back ears often indicate aggression or irritation. Zebras are herbivores and primarily graze on grasses, but they also eat leaves, bark, and shrubs, especially during the dry season when grass is scarce. Their digestive system allows them to process lower-quality forage, which makes them well-suited to the savanna and other dry regions. Because grass has little nutritional value, zebras must spend a good portion of the day grazing. By consuming grasses, they keep the vegetation short, which prevents bush encroachment and promotes biodiversity. Additionally, their dung enriches the soil with nutrients, promoting new plant growth. Zebras are preyed upon by lions, leopards, hyenas, and African wild dogs, along with numerous other large carnivores such as crocodiles when they are crossing rivers or drinking. When a group member is wounded by a predator attack, other zebras will come to their defense, circling the injured individual and attempting to drive the predators away. While zebras are not immediately at risk of extinction, their populations face numerous threats that could lead to a decline if not addressed. The biggest threat to zebra populations is the increasing encroachment on their natural habitats by people, with the loss of their open plains to grazing livestock and the clearing of land for agriculture. Plains zebras, while relatively abundant, are becoming increasingly vulnerable. Grevy's zebras are classified as endangered, with fewer than 2,500 individuals remaining in the wild. This species is particularly threatened by habitat loss and water scarcity, as well as poaching, as they are hunted for their skins and meat, which are highly valued in some local communities. Zebras hold significant cultural and symbolic importance in Africa. They are often featured in traditional African art, folklore, and mythology. In some cultures, the zebra's black and white pattern represents balance and harmony, symbolizing the unity of opposites. Zebras also feature prominently in modern popular culture, representing freedom, wildness, and the beauty of Africa's wilderness. Through ecotourism, zebras provide a source of revenue for African countries. Tourists flock to national parks and wildlife reserves to observe these animals in their natural habitat, contributing to local economies and fostering a greater appreciation for the need to protect these species. Zebras are fascinating animals with complex social structures, unique physical features, and essential ecological roles. Through continued research, habitat protection, and sustainable community practices, it is possible to ensure that zebras continue to roam the African savanna for generations to come. These amazing animals not only enrich the biodiversity of Africa, but also embody the resilience and beauty of the continent's natural heritage.